Exploring the Lasting Legacy of Slavery class project. The topic is Ruby Bridges and Desegregation. This project explores the enduring legacy of slavery in American schools through a timeline from segregation to integration. In this timeline, it shows the connection between the before and aftermath of Ruby Bridges and desegregation and ultimately examines how this continues to today. In conclusion, this explains how Ruby Bridges and desegregation are lasting legacies of slavery and hope to remember their importance. First, in 1954 of May, the Supreme Court ruled Brown v. Board of Education unconstitutional, overturning the precedent of separate but equal. This laid the legal foundation that made Ruby Bridges school integration possible. This photo shows the records of the Supreme Court. On November 14, 1960, Ruby Bridges became the first black student at William Frantz Elementary School. As seen in the pictures, she walked into school escorted by federal marshals, and she was the only black student at the school that year. She attended the entire school year with a single teacher. There were always angry crowds outside and racial discrimination inside the school, but she never missed school. At just 6 years old, she showed her resistance to inequality, marking the beginning of a courageous fight to end racial discrimination. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 established this integration as law. This is the moment when the actions of an individual named Ruby Bridges led to the enactment of a law. This act banned segregation in public accommodation and schools. This prohibited discrimination based on race, sex, color, religion, and nationality. The picture shows the March on Washington in 1963, which had a significant impact on the Civil Rights Act. Today, many public schools still remain racially divided based on race, ethnicity, and socioeconomic background. How Ruby Bridges and desegregation became a lasting legacy of slavery? Well, 6-year-old Ruby Bridges' courageous resistance as she attended William Frantz Elementary School to end racial discrimination is a lasting legacy of slavery, a testament to the injustices endured by slavery. Under slavery, black people suffered unjust educational inequalities, and Ruby's courage sparked a movement to overcome this legacy of inequality. In the decades that followed, legal and social struggles against white supremacy continued. Why is it important to know and remember? Well, everyone must remember Ruby's story because her attendance at school marked the beginning of a fight against segregation. Everyone must remember that 6-year-old's courageous act contributed to breaking down inequality and confronting social injustice. Today, this serves as an inspiration for how people should act when faced with unequal discrimination.